So you're thinking about moving to the Las Vegas, Nevada Valley, and you are considering Summerlin, one of our master plan communities here in the west side of Las Vegas. So with that being said, guys, today we're going to jump onto Google Maps. We're going to show you some really cool interest, locations, conveniences, all the kind of great things within Summerlin. And then we're going to take you to a few points of interest in regards to areas in Las Vegas that people really enjoy or they may think of when they think of Las Vegas. And we're going to show you how long it or the distance it may be in regards to getting to those specific spots. And as we always like to say on this channel, guys, let the show begin because we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything in regards to what's happening here in the Las Vegas Valley and specifically in Summerlin, then make sure you subscribe below so that you can be alerted of any new videos that come out so that we can keep you up to date in regards to our Las Vegas Valley. With that, guys, we help people. It doesn't matter if they're moving here in 9 days or if they're moving here in 90 days. So if you need it quick or if you need to take a little bit of time, we would love to be able to earn your ability to assist you and walk alongside you. I can talk today, walk alongside you in regards to advising you with your real estate purchases or your real estate sales if you happen to be moving our beautiful city or moving within our beautiful city valley of Las Vegas. Today we are jumping in, like we said, to that Summerlin area. We're going to jump onto our Google Maps and we're going to show you all of those interesting parts, or at least the parts that I know of. There's going to be some, of course, that I will leave out. There's so much to Summerlin. It is one of those major areas that when people think of Las Vegas, they definitely want us showing them Summerlin when they first move here. Now, again, Summerlin is one of those areas that's sought after, so it is going to be one of our more premium luxury areas in that regards. People are usually thinking either Summerlin, which is basically a master plan community within the city. I should say most of the city of Las Vegas. There are some areas just outside of the unincorporated kind of areas of that Las Vegas city that also has a little bit of Summerlin in it. That's something for another video. You can find out what unincorporated means, the cities and all that kind of good stuff. But nonetheless, people think of Summerlin or they think of an area or a city that's called Henderson. And I'll jump on Google Map and I'll give you guys a little bit more insight into that regard. So let's jump onto the maps and let's get you the interesting information about Summerlin, Las Vegas. Okay, guys, so here we are on the Google Maps and we are in the Valley of Las Vegas. The first thing I want to point out to you, like I always do, I want to point out to you a couple of the highways sort of scenarios. We have this here, which is our 215 that most people say sort of circles the valley. It doesn't necessarily circle all of it. It's sort of like a C because it stops right about here. It doesn't go onto our east side. So I call it a little bit of a C that's had a hard night in Las Vegas. So it's a C that goes around most of the valley of Las Vegas, and that's our 215. Now going through sort of the middle, if you will, of the Las Vegas valley is going to be our 15, and that takes you all the way through Las Vegas. It takes you through that area that's not in the city of Las Vegas, where the internationally renowned Las Vegas Strip is. Now the Las Vegas Strip is more in this area that's called Paradise, Nevada, versus it being more in Las Vegas. Again, for another video, but that's just a fun fact. So in that regards, again, the 15, that 215, that sort of does that rough night in Las Vegas C, and then the 15 that goes through the middle that divides the west and the sort of east side of Las Vegas. Today, we're going to be taking you over to the west side of Las Vegas so that we can show you our Summerlin Las Vegas area. When we punch in Summerlin Las Vegas, we sort of kind of get this peripheral area. And this, again, has moved us over towards the west side. This sort of periphorated red that takes us from the north, sort of the northwest Las Vegas area, all the way down here to the Summerlin south of Summerlin as well. It's pretty big. So I'm going to read from Wikipedia in regards to what Summerlin, Nevada is. So Summerlin is a community in the Las Vegas Valley of southern Nevada. It lies at the edge of Spring Mountains and Red Rock Canyon on the west. It is partially within the official city limits of Las Vegas and partially within the unincorporated Clark County. This community occupies over 22,500 acres and holds about 230 parks. We definitely are well known for our outdoors, activities, all those great things. We have so many days of beautiful sun. So, of course, we're going to have beautiful parks, and that's great. We have 14 houses of worship, 10 golf courses, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful golf courses. If you're into golf, we have beautiful tennis courts, pickleball courts, all those things, of course, are happening here in Las Vegas. So all of that's here as well. 3 resort hotels. We're going to point out like the Red Rock, but I believe it's going to be the Red Rock, Suncoast, Rampart Casino. So Suncoast, Red Rock, Rampart are those sort of casinos that you'll find in the Summerlin area. Now, like we said, there's 3 resort hotels. There's recreational facilities. There's tons of retails, tons of entertainment facilities. And then there's well-established office parks and medical centers and so much more. That is from Wikipedia. So you definitely can jump on and find those guys out in that sense. Now, what we want to do first is give you, again, that map kind of Google view of Summerlin. Again, it's going to be more towards the west side. You'll see here, when we pointed out earlier, this is going to be that part of the 215 that takes you through Summerlin. Really goes to this area here. I want to point out this area here that's going to be called the Summerlin Parkway, and that gets you through Summerlin as well. So it kind of connects you to that 215 that goes around in that rough night in Las Vegas sea that kind of goes around Las Vegas in that sense. So you have 2 really strong roads that get you around and all that kind of great stuff. Now, what I love about Summerlin, and we lived in Summerlin, my husband and I lived in Summerlin for probably 10 years, 11 years. And so we moved down to an area that's called the Arts District here in the Summerlin, in the Valley. I'll talk to you guys about that in another video. And we've been down in this area, I think now for almost close to 9 years. So it's been quite some time. So I've been here in Las Vegas for 20 years, ran away the first time that I came from New York City because I was like, oh my God, it's Las Vegas. Who wants to live in Las Vegas? People go to Las Vegas and they die. That was the big city mentality that I had coming to Las Vegas. So I had a little bit of that sort of snobbery, if you will, that big city snobbery that I had coming in. Vegas is a big city. I mean, it really is still a big city. It is becoming an even bigger city, especially with so much sports and everything that we have going on. And speaking of sports, let me pull you into Summerlin, and I want to show you 2 really cool areas first. And you guys know about this, and that's basically going to be called, of course, our Vegas Golden Knights. Our Vegas Golden Knights. And then we have another great AAA team, which is baseball, a AAA baseball team called the Las Vegas Aviators. Now, we know that Las Vegas, we just got the A's. I don't know what's happening. We're getting all the Oakland teams coming here. Lived in the San Francisco Bay Area, definitely was an Oakland boy, more of a Niners fan when I was there, but at the same time still appreciated the Oakland Raiders when they were in Oakland. Then they started to move to all these other places. They sort of kind of, as my mom would say, sort of kind of tore their drawers with me for a second. And then they came here to Las Vegas. And I, of course, have become a huge super fan of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, speaking specifically in the Summerlin area, because that's where the practice facilities for those 2 teams are going to be, for the Vegas Golden Knights and then also for our Las Vegas Raiders, or for our Las Vegas Aviators. We have so many teams here that we start to get them all confused. So again, this is sort of that peripheral area. Then when we move in pretty tight, we're going to go to this area here, which is called the City National Arena. And that is where the Vegas Golden Knights actually practice. I'm going to pull up a few photos, see if we can get some photos here of that area so you can guys get a really cool view of what they all look like. So great facility, the Vegas Golden Knights, huge piece of our hearts here in Las Vegas, especially in regards to what happened here with October 1st. Google that if you don't know what that is, but October 1st happened here. And the Vegas Golden Knights happened to be that team that came in right after that horrific event and helped unite our city again. And, definitely a black boy growing up in Oakland, I definitely didn't think hockey would be one of my favorite sports. When those guys came in, they helped unite united us in a way that sort of healed our broken hearts in regards to those folks that are our angels that we lost that day. And this team came in. We needed something really to rally behind. They stepped up. They did phenomenal. They're still doing phenomenal. I believe we lost our match to Dallas or whatever it may have been 2 nights ago, 3-2 or something like that. I was on the tennis courts, but nonetheless, they have our hearts. The Vegas Golden Knights, they really do, because they did so much. This is their practice arena. On the practice arena, you actually can really make a day almost of going to this practice arena, because you know, the practices are actually open to the public. So the public can actually go in and watch the Vegas Golden Knights do their sort of practice. I was about to call it rehearsal, being being a professional dancer. I was about to call it rehearsal. Their practice. You can go in, you know, get your memorabilia, all your different hats and all that kind of great stuff. This is more of the Aviators. I don't know how they got that mixed in, but this is the Aviators, our Las Vegas Aviators, our AAA baseball team. But again, when it comes to the arena, this is where you can go in. There's days, of course, as well, where you can go in, and as you can see, the kids and families can enjoy having a day on the ice and all that kind of good stuff. But again, a really wonderful area in regards to the City National Arena. So definitely make sure you check that out. Now, since we just saw a little bit of the park, let's go over and see if we can get connected to the Las Vegas ballpark. And that's going to show you, again, that AAA team. I'm showing you a lot of sports. I'm sort of biased. Believe it or not, I'm a guy that really enjoys some sports. And my older brother spoiled me growing up in Oakland. He was a big sports guy, so I was always around sports, always around the football team. The guys took me in and protected me. I was the dancer in Oakland, but I was always around the football guys and all that kind of stuff. So my heart is still very connected because my brother was such a sports guy in that sense. This is the Las Vegas Aviators, their ballpark. There is a pool more towards the outside. You can rent this area at one point if you want to do all that kind of stuff, or corporate events and all that kind of great stuff. This also is an area that they actually turn into, I think during the holidays, especially during the Christmas holidays, they turn into one of my favorite things, and it's called Enchanted, where they come out and they put all of the Christmas lights. Oh, here we go. There's a great shot of it. They do all of these Christmas lights and they decorate the ballpark, and people love this during the holidays. But again, we have sports out there in the Summerlin area. It's definitely one of those areas that so many people love going to because so much is there in the Summerlin area. Of course, you can get beautiful houses. Homes can go anywhere. I think you want to think more around that 500, 600,000 as far as your entry. We have sold homes in the Las Vegas or in the Summerlin area upwards of $31 million. Most people don't think of Las Vegas in the multiple millions in that regards, but we definitely, especially over, I would say, the last 7, 8, 9 years, have started to see more of our transactions get elevated to that million plus, to that 5 million, to that 10 million, to that 30 million home. So sneaking away now a little bit from me being biased as far as the sports are concerned with, and I want to take you guys a little bit more back towards that Summerlin area. I want to just again introduce you to that peripheраted area on the map here and really show you a few more things with Summerlin. Summerlin's going to be great. You'll have everything. I mean, everything is at your fingertips. You have, like we just saw, the recreation, the sports. You have another area that's called the downtown Summerlin area. You have Red Rock Casino, which is an area that, of course, is one of our casinos that I talked about earlier. It is a casino in regards to, everything you can do there. You can spend a day at Red Rock. You can do your dining there. You can do your shopping there. You can do your entertainment there. You have so many beautiful restaurants. You have so many beautiful movie theaters. All those different things are right there at Red Rock Casino. And Red Rock Casino is right next door to an area that we also call the downtown Summerlin area. So downtown Summerlin, when we type back in our peripheраted area here, as we can see, this is going to be our Red Rock area right about there. And downtown Summerlin literally is right next door. So this is all of downtown Summerlin. So I'm going to sort of pull my red marker here. This is all of that downtown Summerlin area right there. Downtown Summerlin, you're going to get everything in there. You can get shopping. It's going to be that really walkable, fun area. You have the Apple stores there. You have Sur la Table is there. All these great kind of staple fun, a little bit more higher end, because like we said, definitely that downtown Summerlin area is going to cater towards our wealthier clientele here in the Las Vegas area. Downtown Summerlin, one of my favorite areas in regards to being able to see beautiful, beautiful things in that area. Like we said, Apple is going to be in that particular area. We're going to have fun things like those farmers markets that go on there. A friend of mine does a lot of the farmers markets, and I believe those happen on Saturdays around 9 o'clock or so. A lot of great shopping, a lot of great small cafes, dining, all the kind of great stuff is happening there. They have an outdoor facility where they have yoga that happens there. There's a true fusion in the downtown Summerlin area. And that area where we have that outside yoga, they also turn that area, and especially during the holidays, into what I believe they call the rock rink. And the rock rink, again, is one of those areas where you and your family can go and you can do some ice skating during the holidays, enjoy all of that. So a lot of activity in the downtown Summerlin areas. There's parades that goes on in that area from every single holiday. There's going to be some fun parade that you, the family, and all this great folks can take advantage of and really enjoy. So again, Summerlin is just a phenomenal, beautiful areas. Like you have these restaurants here. We have our shopping as far as groceries and everything else. You'll have your Costco's, you'll have your Home Depots, you'll have your Whole Foods, you'll have your Trader Joe's. All of those things are right there in the Summerlin area. You have so much at your fingertips that people really don't spend a lot of time, in all honesty, down on the Strip area. When you have all of that at your fingertips in Summerlin, sure, we still go down to the, I say we because I used to live there. I'm in the arts area now, but still, folks that are in the Summerlin area, they still venture down to the Strip because the Strip is absolutely fun. It's fantastic. You can have that vacation or staycation, like we like to call it, in the sense when you want to get away from sort of the Summerlin, you want to feel like you're on vacation, you run down to the Strip, maybe even spend the night at one or two nights for your staycation feel, and enjoy something like the theater. You can enjoy shows. You can enjoy Cirque du Soleil. You can enjoy all of those different types of amenities and things that are happening down there on the Strip, and really take advantage of living here in the Las Vegas area. So not only all of this great shopping in the downtown Summerlin area, you have all of these great shops from Brighton, as you can see. You have the Apple stores, you have this corporate one, all of these great businesses. This community there is phenomenal, fantastic. There's so much to do there. There's Pottery Barn that's there. So many great shops. So definitely, again, a lot of great attractions in regards to what is happening in that Las Vegas downtown Summerlin. Okay, now I just want to switch over to a little bit of the satellite view of this map so I can point out a few of those things that we've already talked about and just zoom in on them for you a little bit so you can see a feel of it. So again, like we said before, we had that downtown area, that Red Rock area that's right in here. And when we move in tight to Red Rock, as we said before, you can see right next door to that Red Rock is going to be our downtown Summerlin area. And that downtown Summerlin area is, again, where the Las Vegas ballpark is near, the City National, the Vegas Golden Knights. Of course, that's where they practice, again, where you can go in and really watch them sort of practice throughout the day. Again, you have the Red Rock Casino here. Downtown Summerlin has so many great restaurants. Lazy Dog is one of our favorites. You can bring your dog with you. It's a restaurant where you can sit outside with your dog and all kind of great stuff. And everybody loves that because you're sitting there with your pooch and your pet, and you can see right next door, there's like Crate and Barrel, West Elm. All these great shops are right there in that sort of kind of central downtown Summerlin area. So one area that's really starting to grow and sort of pop, if you will, is an area that's sort of kind of western or a little bit more northwest Summerlin area that's going to be called the Red Point area. And that Red Point area is sort of kind of that unincorporated or that undeveloped area that's happening right around here. So again, like before, we pointed out that sort of kind of rough night sea that happened at 2:15 that happens around the most of the Las Vegas area. And then we also have this area here that cuts through here that's called the Summerlin Parkway. At the area where the Summerlin Parkway and that 215 sort of kind of meet, there is this area over here. So right about here that we are going to call our not we're going to call this, what it's called, is that Red Point area that they're starting to build out. All of that area is brand new. They're still building it. I've had a couple of my clients buy beautiful properties in there. We've had one of our clients, two doctors, really sweet people. They bought an investment property. I think it was in the mid fives in that particular area. So that was really good. So you can find something a little bit below that 600. But again, that was an investment property. They know what they're doing in regards to buying that property, wanting to rent out in that property, get in there. You can see all of this land is so underdeveloped in that sense. And what's great about Summerlin is that it still is not completed. There is so much more build out that is going to happen in the Summerlin Las Vegas area. And I believe that they're sort of projecting 20 plus years to get it all completed. So you still have time to jump in and be a part of Summerlin, one of the fastest growing in what, as far as especially appreciation and all those kind of great things. We can never, of course, guarantee appreciation on any kind of purchase that you do out there. But yet Summerlin, again, like we said, is one of those areas for sure that everybody wants to be a part of. There's a lot of luxury home builders, Toll Brothers, Blue Herring, all of those different types of builders, Tri Points there, Woodside, all of these different builders are definitely building and putting a lot of money into these particular areas. So that area, again, is Red Point. And if you have any questions about this, please reach out. But yet Summerlin, again, like we said, is one of those areas for sure that everybody wants to be a part of. There's a lot of luxury home builders, Toll Brothers, Blue Herring, all of those different types of builders, Tri Points there, Woodside, all of these different builders are definitely building and putting a lot of money into these particular areas. So that area, again, is Red Point. And if you have any questions about this, please reach out. By the way, guys, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Lavert Pompey Benefield, and I'm a team leader here as far as real estate, and I am with the EXP. That's the reason I'm wearing the shirt here. But please reach out. The link in our video or the link in our bio that sort of kind of that talks about doing a survey, fill that information out. We'll reach out to you, see if we can be of service and provide you with information in regards to purchasing or selling here in the Las Vegas area. So with that, I want to continue on moving you guys from the Red Point area, which is more of that northwest. I now want to move you. So from this Red Point, I'm going to move you now down to our Summerlin South area. Summerlin South is also another one of those great areas that a lot of people are starting to look into. I think there was an article and we did a video on it before. I can't remember which publication, but they did call Summerlin South one of those areas where a lot of people were buying what they called their trophy homes. And some of those trophy homes, you can see this swatch of land throughout here. They're starting to develop a lot in that great sense. Mesa Ridge, beautiful area. Toll Brothers went in there, built up a lot of properties. I forget the other builders, my apologies, but I know Toll Brothers sort of lines this area. Blue Heron also lines a little bit of this area here. Our clients just bought in this particular area, beautiful property. Can't wait for that to be built out for her, young lady. She's done so well for herself. And we of course, are very proud of her, but we, of course, want to introduce more people because it's a fantastic area. I think she'll probably finish up around maybe 1.3, 1.4 million on this particular property, single story property, but another great community. People are definitely jumping in there. And again, reach out. We'd love to introduce you to those particular properties. They're starting to get wait list. They're starting to get interest list, all those different types of things. We did Tri Point and we did Woodside there. And I believe Toll Brothers also is building in that community. So great builders in that sense. But another area here that a lot of people are building in, Ascension. You can get anything from, like, I believe that in that sort of entry, sort of $1 million property upwards of like 4 or 5. Even I think there's some that may be going for higher in that area as well. This, again, that Mesa Ridge area, they're already pretty much built out and completed, but there's still great, beautiful homes there. You can get properties, I think, up to maybe 5 million as of right now, as of making of this video, probably upwards of like $5 million. But I think you can still find some in maybe the high ones or the low twos as far as getting into that area. Beautiful area. Love to introduce you to that particular area as well. Again, Summerlin South is one that you want to be paying attention to as well. So before we let you guys go, I just want to point out a few other little areas. There's, again, Summerlin, so much is going on here. Bears Best here. Bears Best Las Vegas, one of the most preeminent, professional, beautifully designed golf courses that there is, private golf courses. We have some that's private. We have some that's public here in the Summerlin area, but beautiful, beautiful golf course. Clients of mine's golf there. I've had the opportunity to be there. I'm not a big golfer. Like I said, again, I'm a tennis person and I'm sort of concerned with taking my back out Those are my excuses. Taking my back out as far as swinging that club too much, but I will definitely do it left and right all day long on a tennis court. Bears Best, plenty of other beautiful courses, TPC, all that kind of great stuff is here in the Summerlin area. Again, 300 plus days of beauty and sun. So we'd love to get you out there. And not only in addition to Bears Best, there's so much that we can introduce you guys to, so many different communities, the ridges that are happening here, the summit, which is one of the big sort of high, it's luxury. It's a luxury area. You're going to be coming in there. You're probably buying just the land itself for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 million, and you're building your properties on top of that. I believe that Celine had a property there at one point. She did sell that property, and Mark Wahlberg, same thing. He went in there. He had a property as well, and that is just above the ridges area. Excuse me. So just below, I should say, so just below, excuse me. So we have Bears Best here, and just below we have the Summit Club, which is, let me use my red marker here so we can see it here. That's Bears. And then right in this sort of area is where we're going to see the Summit Club. And that's somewhat close to that area I just showed you, that Summerlin South area, where I was just talking about Ascension. So this is that Summerlin South area down here, again, right next to Mesa Ridge, all that kind of good stuff. And so again, this is the summit, that upper part. And again, below there is going to be, like Roy said, that Ascension, where we have our great client purchasing in that area. Again, I do have a couple of doctors building in the Summit Club. I love it. I have a lot of doctors. I have a lot of doctors that I work with. I think they sort of kind of get attracted to us because of our sort of structures, our systems, the procedures that we go through. We take them through things step by step. We have these wonderful checklists. We have a team behind us, all that kind of great stuff. So not just myself, but my incredible, amazing assistant, Leslie, who's been in the business for more than 25 years. All of us coming together. I really think they appreciate that understanding that they could hand this off, have it taken care of, get the answers that they need, have these things taken care of. So I think that's the reason we attract a lot of folks like our doctors, our attorneys. We have DAs that we work with. We have attorneys that we work with. We have young folks that we also love working with as well. Because again, please don't think that we only focus on luxury, but we just understand that our clients at that level appreciate the value and the services that we provide, just as much as our clients that are doing entry-level homes. We know it's expensive when it comes to some of our people that are just getting into this market, and they love it and appreciate that hand holding. So hear me. We are not just a luxury agency in regards to helping those clients, but we definitely know how to. We still want to make sure that everyone understands we are here to help everyone enjoy real estate and build their wealth, and especially if you're doing anywhere from the entry level all the way up to the luxury, that we do both. So please hear that. So again, the Summit Club, fantastic, beautiful area of Summerlin, and also Ascension, that Summerlin South, where you want to keep your eyeballs on, because again, Summerlin has more than 20 plus years worth of building going on. So if we can help you out with Summerlin, please let us know that. Before I let you go, as we said before in the beginning of the video, I'm going to give you a couple of little insights as far as traveling to some of the other interest of areas or places of interest. So I'm going to take you off of this satellite view, and I'm going to take you back over to the other view so we can see my little red lines that I sort of kind of pulled through this now. Okay, guys, now we're going to jump into those points of interest from the Summerlin area of Las Vegas and show you where some of those particular things are. Now, to zoom us back in that peripheраted area of Summerlin and just give us that reminder, there's our sort of rough night C215 that goes around most of the Las Vegas Valley. And then, of course, we have the 15 again that goes through. So just those quick little reminders in that regard. So again, going back over to our Summerlin area, let's just start with one of the easier points of interest in regards to what most people may not be aware of, or you may be aware of. And that's going to be our Red Rock Canyon area. So when you take Charleston all the way up this way, you can continue running through Charleston and continue driving out, and you're going to go to, or you're going to basically take Charleston all the way west as far as you possibly can. You're taking Charleston all the way through past Red Rock Casino, all the way outside of the city, and we're just maybe 10 minutes away. Red Rock Canyon, absolutely beautiful as far as the colors that you'll see out there, the hiking that you'll see out there, the mountain climbing that you can do there. bike riding that you can do. Their bike clubs tend to meet there on the weekends or throughout the week or whatever that may be. And they just simply, of course, enjoy that beautiful area. So if you don't know Red Rock Canyon, definitely you want to make sure you go and explore that absolutely stunning and beautiful area for all of those things. So usually after the Red Rock, we want to know how we can get probably to the airport or things like that. So coming from Summerlin, again, depending on which section of Summerlin, but let's just assume, or let's just put a general thing, that the airport, which is right around here, this is our Harry Reid Airport right here. So Harry Reid International. And when we zoom out a little bit, so that gray here is going to be about, I'd say 25 minutes from the Summerlin area, depending on how fast or how heavy your foot is. People are nice and easy. They're a little bit slower. They're a little bit laid back here in Las Vegas. One of the things I had to change up when I came here as a California driver coming from New York and all this kind of good stuff. I didn't drive that much in New York because we had taxis all over the place. But nonetheless, when I came here from California, I had to sort of slow down. Bring it down a little bit. We know a lot of folks are moving here from California. We love that fact, but people just aren't in that crazy rush as much as they probably are in some of those other larger cities. One thing you may have to get used to in that sense. So again, 25 minutes getting you out here to the airport. Right next to or near the airport as well is going to be what just popped up, and that's going to be our Allegiant Stadium. The Allegiant Stadium is where our Las Vegas Raiders, of course, are there, and they actually, I would say, perform, but they do perform, but that they play their game. So the Las Vegas Raiders are there. It's an absolutely stunning facility. I've been there a few times, of course, for games and all that kind of great stuff. We're proud to have the Raiders here. We'll step up. We'll step up. They'll get them up there. We'll get them to the winning season one year for sure. But again, the Allegiant Stadium is right there in that regard. In addition to the Allegiant Stadium being right next to the airport as well, across the highway, across that 15 is going to be where our VGK basically, I was about to say perform, but they don't perform, but that's where they basically play their games. And that's going to be at our T-Mobile Arena. Fingers crossed, they're back in it again. Like I said, a couple of days ago, we may have lost that particular game to Dallas, but I think we're going to be going back. I don't know if we're playing tonight, but again, we're back in there. They're doing a great job. Love the VGKs. Again, Oakland boy here. They have our hearts. They did a great job, of course, like we said, around that October 1st and help bring us together. This is fun because this lady comes from, I think it was a Burning Man activity out in the middle of the desert, but she's there right near the T-Mobile Arena and all that kind of great stuff. So in addition to the arenas and everything else, another great attraction is called Mount Charleston. So what you have to do to get to Mount Charleston is this is that peripheral area of Summerlin. Up the 215, we're going to get to our 95, and then we're going to take this road out here. That's going to get us to the Mount Charleston area. And if you don't know Mount Charleston, if you don't realize that we have Mount Charleston, I mean, wow. Mount Charleston is probably going to be about 35-40 minutes from the Summerlin area. Absolutely beautiful, stunning area of Las Vegas. Most people don't realize that we have Mount Charleston. Mount Charleston is an area where there is snow. You can go skiing here in Las Vegas. You have beautiful, as you can see, properties. People live in that particular area, but you have cabins up there. I've sold some beautiful homes in there. Another beautiful property. I think we got that one sold for like 1.4 million. Of course, you can do hiking. You have this beautiful snow that you're seeing here from these Google pictures or from the maps or from the pictures that are on Google. So again, 35-40 minutes from Las Vegas, you have something as incredible as Mount Charleston. Again, an area that most people just don't think about when they think about the Las Vegas area. So in addition to our Mount Charleston area, another beautiful, look at the doggy, another beautiful area that people love to, and yes, you can see wild horses. Just like you see these guys here, you can see these wild horses. Please do not feed them. Do not feed the horses. That is not a good thing. We don't want them used to being fed that way. These are wild horses. Please don't feed them when you go up that way. But nonetheless, another area in regards to what you may want to look at and most people want to get to when they're in the Summerlin area is going to be getting you over to almost the opposite side of things. And that's going to be the Valley of Fire. And with the Valley of Fire, I'm really going to zoom out on this map because this could probably take you upwards of like an hour, maybe hour 10, hour 15. So again, taking my trusty red marker here, this is that peripheral area of Summerlin. So we're going to be basically taking the 215 around this kind of area, taking the 15 all the way out, jumping off of the 15 to 169 to Moapa, and we're going to finish here in the Valley of Fire State Park. Absolutely beautiful area. That travel time is probably going to, again, like I said, take you an hour to an hour 15. Moving the red here, getting to that Valley of Fire. I call the Valley of Fire Mars in the desert, because I don't know, when I go there and I've seen it before, it's so red, it's so many colors and all those different types of things. It just, I don't know, I just think that that's the way Mars must feel when you're on it. I mean, look at the dirt, look at the mountains, absolutely beautiful. That's what most people don't realize. I mean, coming from New York City boy, San Francisco, all of these big cities, big buildings, basically living in a building of steel. We have places like this. We are literally surrounded by these beautiful mountains. And that's what's so wonderful and beautiful and peaceful about living here in the Las Vegas area. So again, coming from Summerlin, getting to this beautiful Mars in the desert, if you will, the Valley of Fire, 45 if you're heavy on the foot. I mean, you gotta be real heavy on the foot, but it's more likely going to be like an hour 15. Absolutely beautiful, stunning area. I love it. And a lot of people enjoy going here, hiking, camping, staying overnight, all those different types of things. But another beautiful area that's a point of interest in regards to getting from that Summerlin area all the way out, an hour 15. And the last thing that we're to point out to you, of course, is the world-renowned Las Vegas Strip. Coming from that Summerlin area, again, the peripheral area, getting from Summerlin, you can take it sometimes straight through the city. You can take the 215. Most people do that. You can take the Summerlin Parkway, whatever that may be. So again, using my trusty red, you can take the 215, jump onto the 15. You can get to the strip area right in here. You can take the 215, cut through using the Summerlin Parkway here, jumping on there. So many different ways that you can get to the strip from Summerlin. That's going to probably take you 25 minutes in regards to getting to the Las Vegas Strip. And of course, I mean, we can definitely show you tons of pictures of the Las Vegas Strip, but you would think that most people sort of know the Las Vegas Strip in that sense. But hey, we're on the Google Maps, and let's just go ahead and just show you a few photos of the Las Vegas Strip. So, of course, there doesn't need to be much introduction in regards to what the Las Vegas Strip is known for. We have more than 46 or I think it was 46.5 million visitors a year coming to Las Vegas in that regard. So again, absolutely beautiful. One of the main reasons, of course, that people come in and enjoy our beautiful valley. But please understand there is so much more to Las Vegas. Of course, love Las Vegas Strip. We love that people come here for that. We tend to go down there, in all honesty. We like to people watch and just see how people come down and have their Las Vegas ensembles on and enjoy Las Vegas. Please keep coming. We love that you guys are coming here. And again, if you are moving here anytime soon, please make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Make sure you tap that bell as far as us being able to notify you when other videos are coming out in regards to Las Vegas, so that you can get the information you need to feel comfortable and confident about making your move, your purchase, the sale of your home here in the Las Vegas area. Click that link above in regards to our banner that shows that survey so that we can reach out to you and be of service. And with that, guys, we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Take care.